Hey guys, Lunacid here, back with our blind playthrough of Lunacid, Tears of the Moon. Last time we finished the Skull dungeon, Skull Castle, whatever. And then but we actually missed one of the chests with the shard of the Moonlight sword in it. So I guess what we can do now, so we ended up consulting the guide and maps, which are key. So there's like actually quite a fair amount of stuff that we actually did miss. It's all in hidden doors, of course. But all right, let's talk to her now. I can't believe it. You found all the shards of the Moonlight Blade. May I reforge it for you? Yes. Ah, neat. Yay. It's done. The Moonlight Blade can once again drive away the darkness. Though I still have this dreadful feeling as if a great cataclysm is still approaching. Well, yeah, presumably that's where the actual Lunacid game takes place, because this is like 1,000 years. I just want to see. I assume you can equip it, right? Oh, it's a... Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Short. Oh no, 150. No. Yeah, strong. It's a holy blade. That makes sense. All right, we'll just hold it. We'll just hold on to it, because Blade of Wastes fills our magic, which is huge, right? So, all right, excellent. So now what we're gonna do? Yeah, I can't believe that we also found we didn't find an invisible path. I mean, it said it on the guide, right? There's an invisible path here, and I'm like, how do you get there? And then, yeah, I had to frickin' be like, pew, 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 pew. I don't know how you would do that normally. I mean, I think you have to. I think you have to use magic regeneration to find that stuff. All right, so what we are going to do... other guides, Bottle of Sand locations, how to kill the dragon at level 1 in just 8 hits. We're going to pull up the Forgotten Temple because I need to know... let's see. To locked Lyrian Aqueduct, locked door. Oh, wait. Hang on. Once you've collected the third and final symbol of Grodoket from behind the door at point 2, you can remove the symbol placed at door 2 to let you open door 3. I didn't realize you could remove them. Symbol of Grodoket, Phallic Frank, boss. Worm Goddess plus 10 strength. To get the stat bonus from the Worm Goddess, you must drink all 3 cranial liquids, then interact with her. Each cranial liquid also gives plus 1 strength. Oh. Phallic Frank. Was that the dude that said that's a 15? Oh, 16. Oh, so there's a boss in front of the Worm Goddess. Okay, well, we'll find that. Okay, so let's get to the... Close that out. Phallic Frank. Is that the real... I don't know if that's the official name. I guess we'll find out here shortly, but... Alright, so we're going to go to the Aqueduct. We're going to go to the sealed... The Forgotten Temple. Are we taking the long way around again? I bet we are. Of course we are. Why can't I ever take the short way? I mean, to be fair, the map does not lend itself very well to ease of navigation for whatever reason. All right. Oh, I never noticed the tiles on the ceiling. That's kind of neat. All right. All right, so first, we shall save, just to be on the safe side. All right, now where are we going? Mapping mirror. Okay, we are here. We need to go... Well... Yeah, south, follow that around through the sealed door. Okay. It is likely no more enemies will spawn, but even if they do, it shouldn't be a problem. Watch out for the poison. You know, and for whatever reason, I'm reminded of... there's this game from a while back called Dragon View. Is this... Yeah. It's actually part of the Draken series, but it was on Super Nintendo, and I never played any of the other games. Wait, hang on. And, I don't think I'm going the right way. No, I'm not. I took completely the wrong direction. Okay. I shouldn't even have come into this room. But yeah, Dragon View was... It's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, kind of. But it's a RPG, and... But it sort of reminds me of this, for whatever reason. Oh, awesome. Because of the whole... It is very much, you know, almost a dungeon crawler, right? There's a world map that it becomes like a third-person view, and then, am I, why do I think we passed it? Yeah, I think it's back that way. Or not. Oh, here we go. It's annoying that it's not on the map. Even though the mirror is magical and maps everything out, it's like it's not, it doesn't show up, which is strange, but whatever. Okay, so there we are. So we just have to go, yeah, that's pretty close actually. All right. And I assume that's probably the worm goddess. I don't know if these dickheads are going to respawn. We'll find out soon. Sounds like it, yes. Yep. Holy seems to be the right thing. But yeah, it was neat. It reminds me of this because it's sort of like it's like a dungeon crawler, but then also, let's just place one. There you go. So it's like a 3D beat 'em up or a 2D beat 'em up where it's like, you know, you see a door in the back, you see a door in the front, and it like, you know, you go back and forth into different like hallways, right? But those are that's the dungeons. And then you go into the overworld, and it's kind of like, it's very old school graphics. It's like the flat with sort of like shitty polygon textures. But you know, you have to do things like, you know, like to get the level 3 armor or something like that, you have to find the stump, and then on the world map, it's neat. It's just a neat little thing. I didn't even think about that. How the hell is that a thing? Oh, not that. Nope. Save over number 2. All right. Okay. Is that's not phallic, Frank? Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Oh, geez. Those are... Oh, wait, what the hell? Is it, like, flying through the air? What the hell's going on with that? I might have to, Is Wayne Brady gonna have to smack a bitch? Oh, that's gotta be phallic, Frank. Okay. Well. How do I... Let's see. Probably wind? Because... Right. Holy and water. Tornado probably is the way to go. Slash and wind. Yeah. And we'll just wait. I think it's just the... I'm not being attacked, am I? Not enough MP. What the actual hell? I'm hearing things, but maybe it's like up above? Maybe it's like... Okay, well, let's talk to the... Jesus Christ, look at this thing. Can we actually talk to it? Though dead, the worm goddess veins pulse with a clear viscous liquid. Drink. Oh, interesting. So the... See, it's like attacking me, but it must be in the ceiling or in the floor or something like that. Yeah, 70 now. Okay, cool. I mean, you know. Oh, it's... Anyway. Alright, well that was neat. Yep, Worm Goddess. Got it. Worm Goddess is dead though, so... I guess that's it? Okay. We'll equip this just because. We'll use the item. Crystal Shard, no problem, yes. Bam. I mean, you know, I appreciate it. It's a bit, like, that's sort of the... we want to go north. Maybe not. Because we have the Moonlight Sword. It's sort of the whole, like, you know, you beat the super boss, or you beat the final boss, and they give you a weapon that's, like, the strongest weapon in the game. It's like, you can't use it. That's kind of how I feel here. It's like it's... I mean, we could have gotten there earlier. I didn't realize it, but if you were going for a melee build, like fighting the Demon Lord or whatever, that would have been probably super helpful, I would imagine. All right. Well, let's see what happens here. Can we just click on it? Perform the ritual. Sure. And the ring. Doesn't look like our moon. Oh, the old one. Oh, wow. So the old one's like, there's a hole in the ground that just straight up the old one is looking out of. I mean, very, like, that's the Nexus, right? So something that I actually liked about Demon Souls, maybe the favorite thing, is all of these, like, eldritch horrors always have eyes. You know what I mean? It's like the Fog Beast or whatever they showed. Even that's like, eh. You know what I mean? Because they're trying too hard. Whereas Demon Souls, it's like a giant floating tree thing, right? And you see it and you're like, okay, like it's weird, but it's not like, oh my god, it's so crazy, my mind can't process it. You're basically just like, how the hell is this thing, you know, a cosmic entity? How is it that this thing is the source of all the magic, you know, and not just the source of the magic, but it's like stealing the souls of everything. It like leeches sanity away from people. Exactly, like how? You know, because that's the thing about Demon Souls. If you actually think about it, it's like the whole point of the souls is, I mean, I don't think it was ever implemented in game, obviously, but you need the souls to keep your sanity, because if you don't have demon souls, then your own sanity will like leech out of you. Okay, we're gonna spin around, we're gonna look. Okay, well, let's go. I assume we can't fall, so we'll just talk to all these people. Tilipa, what's going on? The moon is cascading over us. Oh, these are actually the NPCs? Yeah, and it like destroyed part of the castle as well. Oh god, I can't. I have nothing. I feel one with everything, but I am nothing. My soul is burning. Oh, wow. So is everybody dying? What's her name? She talked about a great calamity, but yeah. He's tall. I see. So we are... You are too, I guess. A sacrifice to save a dying world. Or all of us, huh? I feel at blame for this too, all this life. Why did you make me help you? That's, I mean, that's dark, but I don't think there's any other way. Interesting, though, right? I don't know where I am. I want to go home. Please, Calamus, help me. Oh, and here's the Wind Sage. I see something in the distance right there. What's done is done. The Great One sleeps. The world's existence prolonged, and Lyria is gone. It was foolish of me to try and stop you. I don't know. Did you try and stop me? I know you grabbed the crystal, but then the moon beast appeared and you saved me? I see now this must be fate. Why else would you throw my sacrifice away? I don't understand. I'm sorry. You sacrificed yourself to stop the moon beast. Got it. But you didn't want me to perform the ritual. Okay. So you wanted the Great Old One to awaken? I mean, I guess. This must be, yeah, the chick that did the, yeah, she talked about a great calamity also. Calamus, my dread, my fear, it was you. To think you had such a tragic fate. Interesting. And this is the dude. Oh, and then there's something in the background, yeah. Welcome, child. This era is coming to a close, but I'm afraid yours is not. There will be a time, ages from now, when you will be needed. You will assist someone amazing who will undo what you have done today. Okay. It seems even my undead curse was fate preserving you. It will not be easy, but you must survive. Now go, enough conversing with the dead. You have to undo. Okay, what's the deal with this thing? Oh, you just walk up to it, okay. Oh, weird. Okay. If I use the mirror, will it crash? Oh, or maybe not. Wait, there's... Okay, we gotta check the mirror. If we can. Am I missing a bunch of stuff? Oh, wow. Kingdom of Lyria. It's just like an undead knight, which I assume is me. Right, like we're looking at the mirror and it's showing, instead of the map, it's showing our own face. Before we go in there, can I still... Yep, okay. I assume the coffin ends the game. Oh, what the shit was that? Oh, yep, see, it's glitching. Why is it... Maybe we should just end the game. We don't want to get stuck in the labyrinth after all. Okay, yeah, let's head back. Okay. It's almost certainly this is some sort of weird, like, hell. How the hell does this fit into Lunacid? I assume, like, we're a side character? Yeah, I don't want to... Definitely don't want to go too far. Sleep. A game by Akuma Kira. Must be the stage name. Made using Sword of Moonlight, Kingsfield making tool. Yeah, from software. That's exactly why. That's why they released it for free. And I bet it's gonna crash. Quality assurance, Abigail Klima, Wambu, Ashlyn Ray, G. Diavid. Special thanks. Verdite Cat, Sword of Moonlight Discord, O Mizno. Thanks for playing. End 1 of 1. So does Lunacid itself have multiple endings? And did we crash? We crashed, yep. All right, well. Oh my. Okay, so I guess now we I mean, I'll stop in a second, but I want to know, like, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. How does Lunacid? Here's of the Moon. It's auto-filling Tears of the Kingdom. Is Lunacid Tears of the Moon a sequel? How does the moon embracing the sun end? Cry for the moon sentence. Why is the moon covered? What is the Eye of the Moon plan? Okay. We'll try Tears of the Moon sequel. Sure. It's a prequel. Game is set thousands of years before the events of Lunacid. Yeah. Takes place in the ancient kingdom of Lyria. Player controls Calamus Ruin. Yeah. Okay. So, right. Well, that's what I want to know. Like, where does it fit? Okay. Kingsfield. Okay, let's try that again. How does Lunacid Tears of the Moon fit into Lunacid? Into Lunacid's story, probably, yeah. Fits into Lunacid series, serving as a free standalone prequel. Okay, here's how it fits in. It tells the story takes place long before the events, establishing the world and the ancient history. Both games set in the same dark fantasy world. Okay, that doesn't really answer my question. First time playing Lunacid, should I start with Tears of the Moon? Okay. Just finished, blah, blah, blah. Tears of the Moon, then Lunacid. Release order doesn't matter. Still pointing my screen saying, oh, I get it. Absolutely meant to be played and feel like a prequel. Lunacid explains the plot of Tears of the Moon in its ending. Strange, but okay. Lunacid directly. While Lunacid is built as a love letter to Kingsfield and Shadow Tower, Tears of the Moon is quite literally a mod made within the engine for the first Kingsfield. Very clunky and a product of its time. I still had fun, though. I thought this was pretty good, actually. Not amazing. Not amazing, but, I mean, even by today's standards, I thought it was still... I had a lot of fun with it. Big reason to play Lunacid first. It plays way better than Tears of the Moon, accessibility-wise, but it intentionally is clunky. Tears of the Moon exists to provide answers to lingering questions players had after beating Lunacid. It's not bad, but release order for any game series really is usually the way to go. Lunacid is most definitely an example of that. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm not going to play... I mean, I don't know what questions this answers necessarily, but okay. Okay. Well, anyway, so there you go. That's basically it. That's Lunacid, Tears of the Moon. I mean, if you're like me and you enjoy, if you're not, a lot of people are gonna look at a lot of games, and people will look at games with PS1 graphics, be like, "Oh, it looks like shit. It looks terrible. Looks bad." It's like if you're not one of these like keeping up with the Joneses style of gamers, like it has to be modern, it has to be this, it has to be that. If you're okay with, if you're okay with playing older games, then I think you'd like this. That's basically where it is. Obviously, if you watch the whole thing, then I'm not sure it's worth playing for yourself. There's not... I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I gotta try playing games with different builds. I mean, this game doesn't really have much of that. It's either you attack everything with melee, and then eventually you can attack everything with magic, or... and that's it, you know? But yeah, I had fun. Makes me want to play I have the original. I have the original Kingsfield games on here. We could probably run them through Zebra, the PS1 emulator. Um, we'll see. Maybe we'll see what that does. I might play something else first. But yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you made it all the way through this, what is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, we'll say beating the game. Kind of ended abruptly. Interesting that it's just a hole in the ground. And I am a little bit curious to see how it ties into Lunacid. I probably would have played Lunacid, but the developer, like, I'm not even necessarily. There's games that are like, pro trans, pro LGBTQ plus P, whatever, right? Um, I don't really care. Like many people, I'm really, really sick of the propaganda. I'm sick of, pushing the narratives. I'm sick of this. Like in my case, um, acceptance is indifference, right? But for many of the alphabet people, uh, they don't want indifference. They're victims. Many of these people, that's I mean the one of the great terrible evil things today is the victim status, right? So many of these people have the victim status, and for them acceptance is not enough. They need constant praise and validation. And as a result of that, as a result of them pushing, like, you need to constantly praise me because I am stunning and brave and blah blah blah, and it's like, um, I'm really sick of it at this point. I'm sick of a lot of the progressive politics and the LGBTQ plus P and all that stuff, and so I'm uh I'm stepping back. Like, I used to support gay marriage and all that stuff, and now I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. Other people say they want to take it away. I don't care. Because I'm not your, the side, the progressive side, whatever, has made themselves so shitty, that whatever happens, you've earned it. You know, if the whole, all the women, and I mean, there are people in that lifestyle that understand, right? Um, you have all the women that are like, we're oppressed and we're feminist and blah blah blah, and there's some of the women that are like, no, no, you are not. And they see the way these things are going, and there's people in the gay community that are, that realize that they've basically been used as shields for child predators, right? And they don't like that. So those people, those, like, you're cool, right? If you understand what's going on, but at the same time, like, I can't. You've been overrun. Your positions have been infiltrated and taken over, and you could have stopped it at the beginning. But I understand no one wants conflict, and I mean, that's the problem we have today, is that it's basically the whole concept of civilization is speech instead of violence. But then you have bad faith actors that are using tolerance as a way to strip rights away, to strip speech away. And that is a terrible thing. And so, now Charlie Kirk's been shot, And so a lot of people, myself included, are basically like, yeah, I don't care anymore. You know, so I'm still kind of, like I don't care if bad things happen to people that are basically terrorists, people that are basically anti-America, people that want to strip rights away, strip laws away, people that want to bring in foreigners and take my rights and give them to the foreigners and make me pay for it. And, like the FEMA shit where they're not giving aid to people that they thought were Trump supporters, even though their houses were destroyed by hurricanes and stuff like that sort of shit, this weaponized politics. Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, I don't care. Anyone on that side that hasn't spoken out against that, because that's the thing. They're like, oh, we're victims too. We're just, like the gay people, right? Oh, we're victims, and then, oh, why don't blame us for all the pedophiles in our ranks? It's like, well, did you say anything about it? You know about it. Well, no. And it's not even that you didn't say anything. It's not even that all the gay and it, the trans people that aren't pedophiles, even though it's like 50% are, um, I'd say it's probably closer to 80% that are predators of some kind. Maybe not necessarily children, but definitely, you know, it's autogynephilia. I would say the vast majority, not not actual trans, but whatever. It's not even that you didn't say anything. It's that when people called out the perverts and the predators, you defended them. Your side defended them, right? So rather than letting the rot, rather than being like, yes, there's shitty people in our ranks, you're like, no, 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 we're all on the same side. It's like, well, you stood with them. Now, whatever bad things are going to happen, you can stand with them then too, right? You could be the victim that you've so desperately craved being. And I'm not advocating for violence or anything like that. I want the legal course of action to be taken at all times, and I would like us to get back to sanity, but unfortunately, we have a lot of cancer in our ranks, right? But like I said, so this guy, Kira, um, back when when the volume was rising, when the temperature was rising, whatever you want to say, and people were like, when people were calling out the trans community for shielding child predators, right? When they were calling out, and not just that, for freaking covering up actual crimes. Like a man in a wig goes into a girl's bathroom and rapes a child, and that gets covered up by the school board, right? When that shit happens, um, it's going to make people upset, right? And so people are getting upset, and everyone's like, la la la, you're just bigots, ha 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 ha. And then this motherfucker was like, yeah, I put pronouns in my, I mean, I don't know if they're fucking trans or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. But they're like, yeah, I put pronouns in to piss people off and own the chuds. And I was like, yep, you know what, screw you, I'm not paying for your game. I was going to get it actually because it looked good, but I'm just like, the people that do it, as like to be genuine, those people that put their thing in there to actually, represent or whatever, that's fine. But if this motherfucker was one of the ones that was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, if this MFer was like, you're deliberately poking the bear, you're tickling the tiger's tail, you're deliberately antagonizing people because you don't think anything bad is going to happen, right? And I'm not going to say that I hope nothing bad happens, right? Because I'm of the fuck around and find out category, right? Because I'm sick of all these people. I'm sick of all. If you're cool, like I said, if you're not involved in cancel culture, if you're one of the ones that just wants to live your life, if you're the one of the ones that understands that your side has been infiltrated, if you haven't shielded any of these monsters, these predators that are in your ranks, um, then you're cool, and I hope nothing bad happens to you. But if you're one of these people that deliberately antagonizes the other side, if you're one of these people that has deliberately shielded, um, you know, predators, if you know, you're one of these dumb fucking women that is like refugees welcome, and then I'm like, yeah, you mean like the ones that raped all the people in Germany in Cologne a couple years back and are still doing that shit today, right? Like my sister, that's all, both sisters actually, that are fucking crazy, that don't care. All these people that don't care because it doesn't happen to them. Like these people only learn when it happens to them, and that's a fucking problem, right? Like they don't give it, and that's, I mean, hell, that shows a severe lack of empathy, right? Because if they only give a shit, you know, when people get murdered or raped or whatever, and they don't care, and then it happens to them, and they're like, I understand what you were saying. Now I understand. It's like you are still a shitty human being. I'm sad something bad happened to you, but if you can't even empathize with your fellow human being, you know, if people that are calling out these men wearing wigs, these predators wearing wigs that go into women's restrooms and rape them, if we say that's bad and you call us bigots, um, I don't really feel bad if bad shit happens to you. I feel a little bad. I'm like, that's a tragedy, but it's like, it's really one of those things. Like, I wish it didn't have to happen. I wish it didn't happen, but it's like I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna cry when a person that is trying to, one of these fucking hyenas, right? Like Zoe Quinn or whatever else. Any of these people that are trying to strip rights from others or cancel others or whatever, if bad things happen to them, I don't really feel bad. I'm just like, I wish it didn't have to come to this. You know, I wish both sides, or the left, I wish the left could be fucking sane. I wish that's what would happen. But I don't think it's going to, unfortunately, at least not for a while. Um, because if they can't learn except by direct experience, then that's a bad thing for our society. It's fucking bad. That's really bad. You know, all these people, like, just to finish my thought, all these people are advocating for civil war, basically. All the people like Destiny and Hassan that are like, we should, that say that they should purge all the people on the right, like that. Civil war will be, it will reduce America to basically a third world country. Um, you know, like just read about the fall of the Czechoslovakia, right? Their civil war. Just go read about that shit because that, like, I've seen war. I've been to Iraq. Like that's not a good place. And especially you watch the video of, Iran in the 70s where all the women are wearing bell bottoms and stuff versus Iran today. Like, I mean, that's more of a religious, authoritarianism situation, but I mean, it's just, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And yeah. So if this guy, this dickhead Kira wants to like poke the bear, then you know, whatever. But I'll play the free game. it actually makes me sad because like I wish you weren't such a dickhead. How about that? I would have supported you if you weren't such a fucking dickhead. You know, but now you're basically anyone that knows that cares is not going to buy your shit. You know, and so you're deliberately spitting on your fucking consumers, like the people that are literally. I don't think he's a full time game developer, but like that's what these motherfuckers don't understand. You're literally saying like you like all these comic book artists that are getting laid off. They're like, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. And then people are like, okay. And then they're like, I'm going bankrupt. I have to sell my home. Why is this happening? Poor me. It's like, I mean, this is what you asked for. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, my little political rant. I do wish, I'm not religious, but I hope that sanity can be restored. I hope these people that are monsters get dealt with. And I hope things get good again, so to speak. That's all. If you, like I said, that's sort of a long way of saying my unique puzzle moment. Glad I played this. I wish the developer wasn't a fucking dickhead. That's what I wish. Um, you know, but I hope all of you guys are safe. I hope you stay safe. You know, that's all. That's all. Anyway, that's it for today. Like I said, hopefully your guys' unique puzzle moment was just as good as mine, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. I'm suddenly tired because I think that rant. I worry a lot about the future, but yeah. And the people that are advocating for disaster and violence, and all the people that are like, oh, it's not cancel culture, it's consequence culture, me. Like, and now the right, they're fighting fire with fire, which I didn't, it's probably the only way that these MFers, like I said, if the people on the left are unable to learn except through direct experience, it's gonna get fucking messy. It's gonna get messy. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I hope it would be nice to just like be normal. Just leave me the fuck alone. Leave my video games alone. Like not even fucking hell. And that's even the worst thing is like I'm not even on the right. Not really. I'm there because the Overton window has shifted, and so I used to be like center, probably a little bit left leaning, but now because politics are so far left, I'm somewhere on the right now. It's kind of like if you're, I want to keep it's like we're driving and I want to keep us going straight on the road, but people are like turning us this way and we're going off the cliff. And so I have to turn the wheel the other way to try and keep us all from, falling off the road or falling to our deaths, But I don't like the right either because they want to fucking censor just as bad as the left does. Censor and ban and just leave my video games alone, motherfuckers. How about that? Have I said the F-bomb enough to get my my video deprioritized again? What if I say that I love Israel and Epstein absolutely did kill himself and absolutely was not an agent of Mossad and absolutely Israel is definitely not involved in child trafficking, especially not in league with our America's CIA. Israel is definitely not involved in genocide or censoring free speech or in America or any of the, none of that. Israel is totally our ally, totally by the book. What about that? If I say all that stuff, does that take me out of the de-amplified, the blacklist thing, whatever? I don't know. Anyway, is that enough political bullshit for today? And maybe even for the week? I think so. But that's all. That's all. I hope you guys are good. You know, if you're sane, stay and enjoy. If you're insane, you can fuck right off. How about that? Is that a fair thing? If you shield people that engage in child rape, then I hope you die horribly in a fire, preferably. But you know what I mean? Yeah, that's all. Hope to see you guys next time. How about that? Till then, guys, take care.